What up, everyone? Alright, so right now I did a couple of changes to the longboard. Was having some problem with the gears, with the gear, the wheel gear, and I'll show you that in a little bit why. But while fixing that issue, I decided to put another coat on top with some decals and paint the trucks, you know, just give it a little texture, some character. And look how beautiful it came out. Look at that. This foam, I think I think the resin's like 99% cured. Maybe it needs a couple more hours just to harden, so that could be buffed out. But I'm not too concerned about it. This is the receiver unit, which goes over here. I don't know if I had that in the last video. And the trucks. So this came out pretty nice, I must say. I know it's not gonna last, but whatever. I'll also explain a little more about these pulleys that I have. You don't really see that in any of the electric boards, but I'll show you why this is working for me. The spray can I used, it's engine metallic. It's like this rust type of color, but it's metallic candy type color. It really pops. I think in like a nice sunny day, it's gonna look phenomenal. So yeah, this is the paint job that I have. Just remove this. In the rear, it's still carbon fiber, black carbon fiber, the same old shit that I had before, which will also get changed. But because as much as I like it, I want to change the battery compartment, meaning the battery that I have. I want to change that into a bigger battery, so it's the compartment's going to run along the whole whole bottom from truck to truck. Even though it'll be a little heavier, I'd rather it be heavier and do more mileage than being this way and get 5.1 miles, which I currently get right now. Okay, so let's take this truck and let's go put the wheels and the motor and everything else on and see how it goes. Just to go over what exactly the problem was with the gear. So originally I 3D printed the driven gear for the wheel. So this would go, one side clicks on here, turns around, the other one goes here, and I would have the gear. Now the problem I was having, and this is, by the way, is like the third print. As you can see, excuse my nail please, this is from a grinder. Wear gloves. Anyways, this practically, the fit was perfect, and no matter how tight you get it, it's gonna slip. Especially my weight and trying to torque up, meaning from the head start. This is gonna happen, and I was getting a little tired of it, so I went to the gear that I originally had on my first board. But the problem was the spacing wasn't good, so it was too close inside the hub, where this one would come out at least this far. So what I did, I 3D printed a spacer, which would go inside. Alright, so this would go inside the hub, and then the gear would pop in and it would give it the space. Now the thing is, it it kept wobbling. It doesn't matter how many times I try to correct it by loosening the screws, you know, checking the balance. It just wobbled as a span, and that's a problem for the belt, because it will stretch over time. It'll pop, and besides that, you can hear and feel the vibration. You don't want that when you're going 20 miles per hour. So the problem with this spacer was, I believe the holes were too tight. Not only too tight, I think they were right on point, and that's the problem. Not enough space for the screws to be adjusted before it tightens. So this we don't need. Now I printed another one, and I designed it on Fusion 360. It's a similar concept, except this time, instead of resting in the hub itself where the rim is, most of the tension is on the edges on the wheel itself. This way I can pivot and adjust it as I need to, so it can be well balanced. There's no ridiculous turning or whatever. So now it will fit like that, and with this you can adjust how you want it to sit. And I'll still be using this retainer right here. Pop that in there. And then the screws. And we'll see how it goes. If it's too far out and the belt is not running properly, I'll probably do another print decreasing the depth of the spacer. But for now, the paint should be dry. We could start putting things together. But before I do that, I'm gonna bring one of the trucks in, put everything together, and run it just to see that everything's running. Everything's aligned, basically. All right, now just check the wobble of the gear. So I'm gonna just run a marker. I already did, but I'm just doing it for the video. So what this is gonna do is, when you look at the marker, the further it goes across the teeth, the closer it is to center, so less wobble. So I'm gonna knock this back into place, tighten the screws, and I'm gonna put everything together with the motor and the belt, and then I'm show you why I have these pulleys here. Okay, the motor's on, the wheels are on, everything's checked. Now we're gonna put it on the board. Boom! Alright, seems to be going pretty well. It's holding up fine. There's no noise like the last time from the wobbling gear. About to hit up Home Depot, Lowe's. and it's about a mile away. Let's see how we do. It looks like I had less battery life than I thought I did, but I'm just gonna put its charge right here. This is it. It seems to ride much better. It's smoother. The only thing I have a problem is with the remote control. I gotta point it down. This way it catches the signal. It tends to cut off sometimes, so maybe that's a future upgrade. Right now, I went up a good hill. It pulls no problem. I just think 2 motors for me is ideal. I think the only upgrades I would do is extended battery. It would run across the whole bottom, and the battery, the ESC, everything will be in one compartment. Also, the BMS, the charging system. That's a definitely must, because I definitely want to make sure that the battery is always fully charged properly, so it doesn't, kill one of the cells or whatever. Alright guys, so if you liked the video, there'll be more updates on this board and other projects, so subscribe, like, and share. Thanks.